So we'll be finishing out our treatment of mechanics here by taking a look at the phenomenon of beats. So again, this is a case of interference of two sources, but whereas last time we looked at two sources that had the same wavelength or frequency, here they don't. It'll show up most prominently when the difference in frequencies is rather small. However, my artistic ability is going to make it look bigger than that. So here, let's say we've got one wave like this. And then let's say we've got another wave with a frequency that's slightly lower, so a little longer wavelength. Now here, I'm greatly exaggerating things. Yeah, something like that. Here I'm greatly exaggerating things because what I'm trying to show is that here we would be having constructive interference. So even if I were to add the two waves together over here, the envelope that the waves would stay in would be rather large. Then right about here is where it would go destructive. So I was attempting to draw something that would look about like that. Didn't do too good of a job with that pink wave. Let's try it one more time. So I want it to match here. I want it to be upside down there. Match here. Okay, let's try it. Yeah, okay, something like that. So here I'll have crest meeting trough, and so the amplitude would cancel out. Over here I basically have crest meeting crest or trough meeting trough, and so the waves will mostly support each other through there. So the actual sum of the wave, if you follow it through, if you do the trig identities on it, you'll get that it looks like one of our ordinary mechanical waves, and it'll turn out the frequency will be in between the two. So this is our carrier wave here, and then the beat that we talk about is this variation in amplitude. So what you'll get, and I'll be demonstrating in a little bit when I drop in a video clip at the end, is you'll hear a warbling kind of sound. So the frequency of the note you hear, and you get all this from using your half angle and double angle relations from trig. The frequency of this carrier wave here will be the average of your two sources. But the frequency of the warbling, the one over the period from here to there, called the beat frequency, turns out to be the absolute value of the difference of the frequencies. So the biggest application of this that I'm aware of is for tuning musical instruments. So again, let's say you're tuning a piano. Again, concert A has been agreed to be 440 hertz, at least until a conductor says it's something different. Let's say you've got an out of tune piano. And when you strike the key, it makes a note of 446 hertz. When a piano tuner comes in to tune the piano, what they'll do is they'll take out a tuning fork at 440 hertz, strike it, and then play the matching key on the piano. The note that you'll hear while both the tuning fork and the piano are making a note will be the average of the two, or 443 hertz, but that's not what the tuner's listening to. The tuner's listening to the beat frequency. they're going to hear this wah, 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 wah superimposed on top of the note. That will be equal to the absolute value of 440 hertz minus 446 hertz, or 6 hertz. So that's a pretty substantial warble. It's going to be like whoa, 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 like that. And so the tuner's going, man, you should have called me in a lot sooner. They'll adjust the tension in the strings of the piano. And what they'll be listening for is for the beat frequency to start getting longer. So for instance, when they've got it down to 441 hertz and their tuning fork is doing 440, the beat frequency will be 1 hertz, or you'll hear 1 warble per second. And so the warbling will go wah, 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 and so forth. So thank you for having made it all the way through this video series with me. I hope that you've picked up some stuff here, and hope that you had some fun. I hope that you got at least a little bit of a sense of wonder about the natural world around you, and I wish you the best as you continue your studies. So I will end this off with a video demonstration of this. In this video, I will have 2 speakers. The speaker on the left will be constantly set at concert A 440 hertz. For the speaker on the right, it'll start at 440, and then I will click it up in 1 hertz steps up to 444. Then drop it back down to 440 and click it down in 1 hertz steps down to 436. So I want you to notice is when I go, say, from 440 to 441, you'll pick up that, you'll hear a warbling of about one cycle per second, 1 hertz. When I go to 442, you should hear it warbling twice as quickly, and so forth. You should also notice that as I work my way up to 444, if you've got a really sensitive ear, you should also notice that the overall pitch that you're hearing is going up slightly. That's because the oscillation frequency is the average, and they'll be dragging the average up. Similarly, when I go down to 436, you should notice that I'm dragging the average down, and the oscillation frequency will be going down a little bit as a result. But then you'll notice that the beat frequency will start again at 439 will be 1 hertz and work its way down to 436 will be 4 hertz. So best of luck in your future endeavors, and I will leave you with the beat demonstration. Have a good one.